Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Tsukihime. When we last left off, we had a nice, poignant conversation with Arcueid. It gave us a lot of insight into her as a person, as well as into Shiki as a person, surprisingly enough. We will be getting more of that in some of the other routes. But this route is, of course, this is Arc's route, and it focuses on her, so of course we're going to get more information about her the more time we spend with her. But anyway, let's get back into it. I think this is going to be a very eventful episode, if my memory is correct, and, well, I have a flowchart, so my memory is not the worst, as it normally is the worst. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? In the end, when we go outside, the sun has already set. It's just past 7:30. A little early, but since we don't have anything else to do, we should start searching for the vampire. Well then, shall we begin, Arcueid? I turn around to face Arcueid, who is walking behind me. What, already? Didn't the sun just set? Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to start earlier. We've played around long enough today, so we should be serious at night, right? Arcueid, let's stick to our decision. Shiki, you're surprisingly serious. If you're this serious, then why did you break our promise yesterday? Hey, I couldn't help that. I couldn't even move. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure that... No, this is probably from the okay. We're farther away from the choice than I thought we were, I think. I really did intend to go before. Yeah, if Akia didn't stop me, I probably would have gone ahead to the park in my condition. But you had a premonition, and you thought you'd die, right? Right. I see. Then let's do that. With a slightly empty expression, Arcueid says something I don't understand. Do what? You intended to go to the park, right, Shiki? We still have time, so if you couldn't get it done yesterday, then isn't it okay if we do it now? She starts to run lightly. She really seems to be serious about going to the park. Hey, wait. Hey! I run with all my strength so I don't lose sight of her. See, even though you were complaining, you still kept up, Shiki. Arcueid laughs, and I cannot laugh in the voice that I've given her. Idiot. If I left you alone, you'd bother someone else. I desperately try to catch my breath after running the whole way. I knew there would be a lot of people here now. It's a bit unsettling since I can feel their presence everywhere. Like I said, why won't you ever listen to what I have to say? I hear your voice all the time. Oh, then you hear me, but you just ignore me. That's worse. I don't ignore you. If I answer whenever you scold me, you just call me an idiot, so I stay quiet. Oh, then maybe I have a problem, too. I still try to catch my breath. From my school to the park is roughly 6 kilometers. Even if it was just a little jog, going that far is too much for a heart like mine. It's not that she was running all that quickly. Actually, she seemed to be running slowly. But, probably because of the effects of my anemia, I don't feel too well. Are you okay, Shiki? You don't have to force yourself. Shouldn't you rest on that bench? I'll do that. Once I'm rested up, we'll go into the city again, Arcueid. Sheesh. I'm happy you're motivated, but it's still too early. Nero is like that too, but vampires can't move around unless it's their time. Since they won't move around until they sense deep night, it's okay to kill a little time here. If that's how it was, then she could have told me earlier. Would you have really listened, to be fair? Sitting on the bench, I stare at the clock aimlessly. It's just past 9 o'clock. The people all around have gone away, and the night deepens quickly. For some reason, Arcueid doesn't sit down, but paces back and forth as if she was bored. The hand of the clock ticks by. It's been 2 hours since we came here. Phew. I've started to settle down, and there's nobody around now. The night starts to deepen. Arcueid, is it alright now? Yeah, it's alright. She agrees with me, but she doesn't really seem enthused yet. You've been acting strange since before, Arcueid. Is there something wrong? Not really. I was just concerned about that bandaged man you told me about. Arcueid sighs as she ponders to herself. Oh, that's right. Shiki, last night someone hit on me here. Huh? I'm saying some guy started to talk to me here. No, I heard you. I thought you said you were thinking about that bandaged man, though. I was, that's why I remembered. Just like when you were attacked, someone started to talk to me. Wait, just like when you were... Okay. I see. Well, that's good. Just looking from the outside, you are a beautiful person, so if you were waiting here by yourself, it is entirely natural for a guy to talk to you. I give a serious response. Sometimes, I'm a little too honest. You think so? I thought it was an enemy at first, but I remember saying something before about how I'd always stood out. So, after studying him briefly, I saw he was just a human. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you did something to the guy trying to hit on you. No, I didn't do anything. I just talked with him a little bit and made him forget about it. But if I didn't remember what you said, I might have. I see. Good job, Arcueid. I guess even you can make distinctions. Of course. It would have to take someone like you to make me angry. She seems to say this with some amusement. Well, it's natural for someone to get mad if they were killed. I sigh as I glance around the park. A month ago, if those serial murders never started occurring, there would still be young couples around here and the figures of students hanging out. But now, the only ones talking here are me and Arcueid. I calmly think about my current situation. Since when did Tonoshiki step up the path of such a world? Ah, hey, see? Arcueid suddenly calls out to me. What, did something happen? Yeah, see? Look at the clock. It's time. She points to the park's clock while giving a full smile. Looking, it's 10 o'clock now. The promised time. The promise backed only by words to meet here at 10 o'clock at night. Last night, the promised time I couldn't keep. My words get stuck in my throat. Why does such a trivial thing cause my chest to lighten? Why does such a trivial thing make her so happy? I really don't understand. I spent all day with her today, but it never felt like she was a vampire. Let me ask you something. Stop it, Shiki. Yeah? What is it? Are you... Don't ask her that. Am I what? Really a vampire? What kind of answer are you hoping for? A vampire? What's with you all of a sudden, Shiki? It's not all of a sudden. I was just thinking. I look away. Huh? I can't tell if you're really stubborn or not. I don't really mind, but that's pretty insulting. Tell me why you're asking that. There's no reason. But at the same time, there's no real proof she's a vampire either. So, well, you said you don't even like to see blood. What kind of vampire is that? You even said you weren't a full vampire, but a vampire that hasn't sucked blood isn't a vampire, is it? That's not it. Isn't it just that Tonoshiki, deep inside, wishes she wasn't a vampire? Shiki, stand up. Arcueid approaches the park bench. I stand up. Our eyes meet. We're about 2 meters apart. Arcueid gives a huge sigh and suddenly grins. I guess you're right. I haven't thought about it myself. I wondered, is Arcueid Brunestad really a vampire? Yes, is Arcade Bumstead really a vampire? Ha ha ha, she laughs. That's a relief. I thought this question would insult her, but thankfully she seems to have taken it as a joke. Yeah, you really don't look like a vampire at all. Haha. Arcueid laughs again. Then, shall we try? She says this, still smiling. Try, eh? Shall we see if I can really drink blood? If I could, can you give me a prize, Shiki? What? With that smile still on her face, she takes a step closer. Tap, tap. Her footsteps echo in the air. I know she's joking. Still, I can't move at all. What? But I can't even finish. It's not her power, but me who stops. Closer. One step. Another step. Looking down, bit by bit. I, not even able to lift a single finger, am transfixed by her lips. Shiki, you said I wasn't a full vampire, but... A sweet voice that seems to echo in the back of my head. Another footstep, and the footsteps stop. You know, drinking blood is very easy. I hear that voice right by my ear. Her body weight presses against me. My throat freezes, and I can't even speak. I can only feel her breath on my neck. It's hot like a burning fire. I stop calling her name. With my own will, I stop. Because I know if I call out her name, she'll pull away. Her breath is so close. Her white fingers on my shoulders are trembling. She's scared. My mind is blank and I'm not scared at all. But Arcueid is the only one shaking. I can't see her face. Just the swirling of her breath around my neck and the feel of her trembling body against mine. It changes from a weak breeze to heavy breathing. Arcueid. It was supposed to be a joke. Her voice shakes. The fingers on my shoulder cease their trembling. Instead, they dig into my shoulders like a bird's talon. A pained gasp escapes me, but her claws do not let up. They sink in as if not allowing me to escape. I'm sorry. I guess I joked around too much. I'm sorry, so can you let go? Shiki. Her fingers don't move. This isn't good. My mind screams of warning, and I gather up all my strength. My arms move to push her away. Before that, pain shoots through my shoulders. My arms can't move at all. Her vice-like grip on my shoulders causes my arms to go numb. I can feel her breath grow even wilder against my neck. Maddening. Her teeth almost touch my neck. No. After the grip increases one more time from her white fingers, Arcueid flies back, practically screaming. Panting fills the air. Her breathing echoes through the park. My ragged breath, Arcueid's trembling breaths. Shiki. Her entire body shaking. She gasps as if to suck the entire atmosphere as she stares in disbelief at her two hands. Her white fingertips are now dripping with my blood. The redness flows from her fingers to her palm and then along her arms. She looks at it and it seems to be on the verge of collapse. Arcueid, just now, was... I call out to her. Looking up from the blood on her hands, she meets my gaze. Shiki? Yeah, I'm here. Just now was a joke, but it seems like it went a little too far. I say that, wanting to let this in just as a joke. But I guess it didn't work out. Shiki, I just... Her eyes lose sanity. Got very thirsty. Her convulsions become deeper, and even now she seems like she'll crumble to the ground. Please go home, Shiki. Hey, Arcueid. With that, she starts to run. She disappears fast. Not like she ran before when she was taking me into account. With a speed I couldn't even match if I sprinted with all my strength, she vanishes into the night towards the city. What? She thinks I can go back, just go back after seeing her like that? That idiot, where is she going when she's in that much pain? I can't just go back home. Even though I know where to find her, I don't know where to find her. I start to run after her into town. I don't see her anywhere. The city is too big, and it's nearly impossible for a single person to track her down when she leaves no trace behind. I'd be much more likely to find her if I predict where she's going to go rather than blindly searching. Then, we get some choices, and I'm going to save our progress. This one, I think. Yeah, sure. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to take a drink, and then I'm going to have to explain a little bit, or probably a couple of drinks, so I'm a bit thirsty. Whatever. Delicious, delicious water. Okay, this is an interesting choice. We can go to Ark's apartment, we can look in the commercial district, or go to the school. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to see all three of these choices. First, we're going to, well, I guess I shouldn't tell you which one we do, what order we're going to do them, but we are going to see all three of the choices, because all three of them lead to, something. One leads to a dead end. One leads to an end that I think I remember, but I'm not entirely sure. It's actually not marked on my flowchart as having a, CL lesson, so that's interesting. Which makes me think, if I recall correctly, I remember this one, and it's interesting. And one of them is, progress. But anyway, let's go to Ark's apartment, shall we? I'll go to Arcueid's apartment. I don't know what's behind it all, but she was breathing so painfully. Rather than trying to hunt the dead, she might have just gone back to her room. I press the doorbell. It doesn't seem like anyone's coming out. Shit, she hasn't come back yet? No matter how many times I push the button, her door doesn't seem to open. Did she not come back, or is she just not coming out? After hesitating, I decide to go inside. It'd be a simple thing to cut the lines on the door, but I should just check the knob first. Huh? It's not locked. The door opens with a simple turn. Arcueid, are you here? No response. Did she not lock it in the first place? There's no one around. Where does she think she's going in that condition? I slam my fist against the wall. What am I doing? If I have the time to let it out on the wall, I have to go out and look for her. I can't find her. Come to think of it, if she really intends not to be found, there's no chance of me finding her at all. She said we'd meet again tomorrow. All I can do in this situation is trust her and wait for tomorrow night. With a great uneasiness in my chest, I return to the mansion. Let me guess, we get waylaid along the way. No, this... In my dream, I'm staring at the moon. I can't even remember where I am or why I'm looking up at it. Maybe I looked up into the night sky, not wanting to see anything, and the moon just happened to be there. My back creaks. Coursing through my veins is an image of coldness. A solitary darkness that makes me feel dizzy. A radiant moon that sickens my heart. Strangely, the overwhelming coldness feels more like a sense of nostalgia. Shiki-sama? I can hear Hisui's voice mingling with the morning light. Shiki-sama, it is time. Please wake up. Her inflectionless voice awakens me. As soon as I wake up, terrible things enter my vision. I get a headache like I was just shot in the head. I almost lose my just awakened consciousness. Is this going to be the same scene or just about the same scene as before? If so, I'm gonna cut it out and just end the episode. Oh, whatever. We'll find out in a bit. Before I fade away completely, I quickly grab my glasses. Shiki-sama, are you not feeling well? No, I'm just a little tired from yesterday. I'll be alright, so don't worry. Lightly shaking my head, I clear my head of what I was seeing. It seems that not being able to find Arcueid last night has cast a dark shadow in my heart. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me up, as always. Sitting up in bed, I do my best to smile naturally. No, this is my duty. There is no need for you to thank me, Shiki-sama. Really, but I am grateful. You are infinitely better than an alarm clock. I stand up. It's not yet 7 o'clock, about 10 minutes earlier than I usually get up. Breakfast? I'll be there soon, so please go ahead of me. Yes, I will wait for you in the sitting room. I think after this morning it probably is the same scene or a very, very similar one at the minimum. Giving a bow, Hisui exits the room. Well then. I'm still feeling a little sluggish, but it's not so bad that I have to skip school. I'm sure after I eat breakfast, Kohaku-san prepared, I'll feel a lot better. As usual, Akiya is sitting on the sofa and Hisui is waiting by the wall. Good morning, Nisan. Did you sleep well last night? Good morning, Akiya. You're up early today, too. No, I'm like always, Nisan. She looks uneasy for some reason. Is there something on my face, Akiya? No, that isn't it. Nisan, are you really alright? You still do not look well, so if you are still sick, maybe it's better if you just rest today. No, I'm really okay. I'll be better sooner or later, so please don't look so worried. Okay. If you say so, Nisan, I will not say anything. She goes quiet, still looking worried. It's quite rare for you to be convinced this quickly. It's not like you. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. Hey, I'm always sensible. I only warn you because you're the one with problems. So please do not blame me for your imperfections. She glares at me. Oh, that's more like it. Hey, Hisui, does it not feel like morning unless Akiha gets harsh? Is it because I suddenly called out to her, or because she doesn't know what to say? Yeah, okay. This is the same scene. I think I'm just gonna actually end this here. If the following scene is different, I will jump back in and, go from there, but I think it's the same, so I'm not, I'm just gonna stop recording, and then, if this is the end of the episode, then, the episode ends here, basically. If not, then, it's not, and you will find out in a moment. But anyway, next time we will get to, for sure, a new scene, and we will have a bad end that ends, if I'm not mistaken, things end horrifically badly for Shiki. So, anyway, I hope to see you next time in Tsukihime.